Kahala Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashem Kwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect who are the house of David, reborn again in this last generation. And shalom to the 130 Yasharallah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, who before losing their true heritage were known as the Israelites of the Holy Bible. So in this lesson, I want to go ahead and touch upon this unholy, disgusting ritual that happens every 4 years, known as the election. Now, it just recently started with the first Democratic debates for the 2020 presidential election. Now, I watched a bit of this, actually I read a bit about it, and from the, it sounds fairly lackluster. And from just knowing some of these candidates here, from Elizabeth Warren to this guy here, I forgot his name, and Pamela Harris, all these people, they're all a bunch of puppets, man. They have no real power, but let's go and get into the scripture, because when you learn about the Bible itself directs us Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, not to be involved in any of this sham election, right? So this is Deuteronomy 17 and 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother, right? And that's what's happening, man. See, the American people here, right? This is what's referred to in the book of Daniel, in the vision of the statue and the feet of miry clay and iron, right? This is what that represents, man. You got the Israelites mingled in this image, and in this country, along with these other heathens out there, man. Now, and this election is about to kick off a series of nauseating events and a bunch of nothing burger stories, man, about drama that's just meant to get you caught up in this whole bullshit known as the election. Because again, these elections mean nothing, people. Even though you believe you're voting for a president or somebody to lead the country, your vote doesn't elect them. It's the you control what's known as the popular vote. Your vote means nothing. It's supposed to influence the electoral college, who actually make the real votes, but those electoral colleges are usually judges sitting on top of some political hierarchy. They have no connection to you. They don't give a hoot about what the people vote for. They got agendas, right? And that's been all set up through this devil's system, right? And this book, again, that this brother let me read from the camp, he let me borrow this book, and it's a great book. If you have some time, you should read it. It's called The New World Order by A. Ralph Epperson. And the page I want to focus on is chapter 4, The Ancient Mysteries, page 30, right here, where it tells you, says, Mr. Hall told his readers that those who had been initiated into the mysteries, now by the way, the mysteries refers to like the Freemasonry and ultimately witchcraft and the old ancient religions of following Nimrod and and his wife Semiramis or Ishtar, and basically just Satanism, veiled Satanism for the most part. So those who have been initiated into the mysteries were the secret power behind the governments of the past. He wrote this about these ancient initiates in the books entitled What the Ancient Wisdoms Expect of Its Disciples. They are the invisible powers behind the thrones of earth, and men are but minarets dancing while the invisible ones pull the strings. We see the dancers, but the masterminds that does the work remains concealed by the cloak of silence. Right? And who are these invisible ones, right? Because again, this is talking about the old world, right? But this old world has been set up to control this new world order, right? And these are the invisible hands, the banker elites, the kings of companies, right? Like the Rothschilds, the Kushners, the Murdochs, the Gates, the Bushes, all these people, man, and it goes all the way up to the King of England, to the who tries to hide his identity by calling himself Prince, right? This guy was an ex-Nazi, right? You got Sheldon Adelson, man, who basically dishes out the payroll for the Democratic Party, so that, and he created the whole porn industry, and he's a so-called Jew, Malachi, man. This guy's a devil, right? Also, you got the Vatican, right? Adolfo Nicholas, the true Pope, the Black Pope, man. You know, who has and all these people here control all of these organizations and run all these organizations from these 3 city-states known as the City of London, Vatican City, and the Washington D.C. And with these powers, they use these to get our people, to get you people out there who think that your vote's gonna make a change, right? That you out there fighting to vote in a nothing system, man, that's throwing your ass over a long time ago, that didn't even want you on board. You're here talking about let my people vote, right? You got fucking dumb idiots like this, man, who think that they're going out for fiscal responsibility, but don't even understand that what they're doing is is simply what's that term called? Enabling. You're enabling this beast system, man. This shit would not work if people would actually wake up to what's happening and just not go out and vote anymore, man. Not participate in the system. You know, I used to vote. I used to think the system was good, but then I got put on a watch list because I voted for a third party candidate who wanted us to get out of wars and everything, and I would get harassed at airports, right? And from that moment, before I got into the truth, I knew this system was a sham, man, right? And it's simply there to satiate the masses, man, right? So again, get ready, people, for a freaking vomit-inducing next few freaking months for under this election cycle, man. You're gonna hear a bunch of stupid stories, man, right? But if you're into the Bible, you shouldn't even be involved in it, man. You should just check out of that whole system, man. Don't even get involved in this sham election where they're gonna steal your votes anyways, when they set up their diabolical vote stealing systems, man. Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers in her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues." And what are the sins in voting, man? I just read one of them right now, right? It's going against the law to set somebody else above you, right? Because again, even though you might vote to put in what you would consider a so-called Negro or so-called Latino, chances are they're not even an actual Israelite, man. Could be that they're a tear. Or, and besides, even if they are, let's say they're not a tear, they're not the real leaders, man. It's these people, these devils. Where are they at? These devils are the true leaders, man. These are the people that you're setting over yourself by voting into these sham elections, right? But again, another vote or another sin that is involved in this election cycle, which you participate in if you vote, is the inauguration, where at the end of this sham fake election cycle, one person is said to win and then gets inaugurated to become president. And the Apostle Tahar actually mentioned this, and this made me actually go and look this up, that he mentioned that the inauguration goes back to a word called augur. And augur talks about when the Caesars of Rome, again, and this just showed where the Caesars of Rome would foretell, or be fortune tellers, and tell the future of what, they would read divine signs and tell what the coming year would give, right? And this is just more proof that the current United States is that old Roman system which was killed, that was almost killed off, but has been reborn again, right? Let's go and read about how inauguration goes back to the word augur. Now this is inaugurate, induct into office by formal ceremony, circa 1600, a back formation from inauguration, and also from Latin inauguratus, past participle in inaugurare. The etymological sense is make a formal beginning or induction into office with suitable ceremonies, which in ancient Rome included especially the taking of the auguraries. The earlier verb in English was augur, around 1540. Now let's go and read what that word augur actually means. This is augur, the etymology for the word augur. 1540s, from Latin augur, a religious office in ancient Rome whose foretold events by observing and interpreting signs and omens, perhaps originally meaning an increase in crops enacted in rituals, in which case it probably is from Old Latin augurs, genitive augurius. Increasing is related to augury, increase, from pi root. Now it tells you that more popular theory is that it is from Latin avius, bird, because the flights, singing, and feeding of birds were important objects of divination. In that case, the second element would be the garere, to talk, related augural. And so basically, the augurs would interpret signs by reading signs of birds flying. They would read omens, and they would tell you what the year would bring, man. This was a popular thing of basically divination or witchcraft back in Rome, which is done today, but it's done through when the election of the so-called president is enacted, man. This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt not be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. So, hopefully this video was edifying, Akim. Hopefully this reminds you to not get involved in the rousing up of the masses in this election, to just ignore it. Because ultimately it goes all the way back to just ancient Roman pagan ceremonies, which will defile your temple, so stay away from it. Try not to get involved in it, because again, first of all, it's a sham. Your vote doesn't matter. It's just there to satiate the masses. And second, it's a sin, because not only does it go against the law set in the Torah, but it goes to a practice of paganism. So with all that, I want to go ahead and give praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kodash, double honors to my teachers, the Apostle of Great Millstone, peace and mercy to the elect, Shalom.